All right, so we're diving deep today, deep into Serie A.
Love it.
We've got a really interesting matchup, I think, coming up on January 4th, 2025.
Mm-hmm.
Venezia taking on Empoli.
Should be good.
Now,
Yeah.
On the surface, it might seem like
Yeah.
just another,
Kind of middle of the pack.
mid-table clash, right?
Yeah.
But we've been looking into this one.
We have.
And there's actually
more to it.
a lot more going on here
Mm-hmm.
than meets the eye.
Absolutely.
So let's start with Venezia.
Yeah, good place to start.
They are currently
Well,
in the relegation zone
not in a good spot.
after pretty tough loss to Napoli to end 2024.
Yeah. They're trying to claw their way out of that relegation zone.
So for anybody who's maybe not super familiar with Serie A,
Right.
the relegation zone means you're in danger of being demoted
Mm-hmm.
to Serie B, which is the second tier of Italian football. So obviously not where you want to be.
No.
And
It's
this wouldn't be the first time for Venezia either.
no, they've been down there before.
They've been relegated twice before.
A couple of times.
Yeah. Not
There.
not an
You like that
unfamiliar
feeling?
feeling for
Yeah.
them, but there is a little bit of a glimmer of hope here
There is.
when we look at the history.
A little bit?
Venezia has actually never lost to Empoli in Serie A.
Never.
So
Yeah.
2 wins and 2 draws.
It's-
small sample size.
Yeah, small sample size.
For sure.
But it's something.
It's something.
Right. And that mental edge can be huge.
Yeah.
It can really play a role.
Yeah, the mental game can definitely make a difference.
Absolutely.
And speaking of advantages,
Okay.
Venezia's home stadium, Stadio Pierluigi Benzo,
Ah.
seems to be
Their fortress.
a bit of a fortress this season.
Yeah. It's treated them well.
10 out of their 13 points earned at home,
Mm-hmm.
including
Good babe.
that recent win against Cagliari.
Right. Yeah. That was huge for them.
Yeah.
Especially considering they haven't had back-to-back home wins since 2000.
Oh, wow. That's a long time.
2000.
Yeah.
That's a long time.
So, yeah.
Talk about needing to
A lot of pressure.
break a curse, right?
Yeah.
All right. So let's switch gears a little bit.
Okay.
Talk about Empoli.
Yeah, let's go to the other side.
They've had a rough go of it lately.
They've been struggling.
Losing 4 of their last 5
4 out of 5.
matches.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on their defense? How does it stack up against other teams in the league?
Their defense is actually quite good.
Okay.
I mean, it's statistically one of the better defenses in the league.
Really?
Only 6 teams have conceded fewer goals.
Interesting.
And all of those are, considered top-tier teams.
Okay.
Like consistently at the top of the table.
Wow.
Yeah.
So they're clearly doing something right at the back.
They're doing something right defensively.
Yeah. It's just they can't score.
Oh, okay.
That's the problem. They're like
Yeah.
that team that
Nope.
nobody wants to play against them
Yeah,
because
they're just stingy.
they're so good defensively,
Yeah,
but then they
but they just can't buy a goal.
just can't score.
Yeah.
It's tough.
All right, so that's interesting.
That they can't score.
Here's where it gets really interesting.
Okay.
They actually score more goals away from home.
What?
14 of their 17 goals have come in away matches.
Wow.
So,
That's why
maybe
it
they feel more pressure at home.
really makes you think
Who knows?
about how they approach those games differently.
Yeah.
Fascinating.
It is interesting.
So Empoli might be struggling overall, but they seem dangerous on the road.
Yeah. Don't underestimate them.
All right. So
No.
we've got
Empoli, who
in this situation.
can be dangerous.
Yeah.
Who are
Where Venezia really needs a win.
the players that we should be keeping an eye on in this match?
Okay, let's talk players.
Any standouts?
Yeah, I mean, for Venezia,
Yeah.
keep an eye on Joel Pohjanpalo.
Okay.
He he's the guy that seems to do well at home.
Okay.
3 of his 4 goals this season have been at home.
All right.
And whenever he scores, they tend to win.
Okay.
And I go,
So Pohjanpalo's
if you see him get on the score sheet,
the one to watch
you gotta like Venezia's chance.
when Venezia's on the attack.
Yeah.
What about Empoli?
For Empoli, I'd say Sebastiano Esposito.
Right.
He's on a little bit of a scoring streak right now,
Okay.
although all of his goals have come away from home.
Interesting.
So it kind of plays into that narrative
away from home.
a little bit.
Yeah.
He actually missed a penalty last game,
Really?
but then went on to score a consolation goal.
Okay.
So he's going to be looking to
He's going to be
get on the score sheet.
hungry.
For sure.
Yeah.
I think.
So we've got
Yeah.
these key players to watch.
Mm.
Anything else
Yeah.
that could really affect the outcome of this match?
There's one more thing that I think is really interesting.
Okay.
Empoli has an incredibly strong first half defense
Okay.
across 18 games.
Really?
They've only given up 5 goals in the first half
Wow.
all season.
That's impressive.
Whoa.
So does that mean that
It really seems like a tactical thing.
Venezia needs to just come out guns blazing
Maybe a little bit.
to try to score early?
It could mean that Venezia has to take some risks.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
They've got to find a way to break through.
Interesting.
If they don't,
Yeah.
it could be a very long day for them.
Yeah. So it's going to be a real
It's going to be interesting to see
battle of,
how they approach it.
styles and wills here.
For sure.
So
So just to kind of sum it up.
to recap, we've got a team
Yeah.
that is desperate for a win
Desperate.
to escape relegation.
Yep.
Going up against a team
Mm-hmm.
known for their incredibly strong defense,
Especially in the first half.
especially in that first half. You add in
You add in
the psychological factors,
the mental game.
the home advantage,
Pohjanpalo.
those key players,
Esposito.
and that
Yeah, and that hot stat about the first half.
hot
stat.
about the first half defense.
You've got a recipe for
really exciting game.
shaping up to be a real nail biter.
It really is.
So it'll be really interesting to see
Absolutely.
if Venezia's home advantage and Pohjanpalo's scoring ability can overcome.
Empoli's resilience.
And how much does Esposito want to?
And Esposito's desire to
make up for that missed penalty.
make amends.
Yeah.
It really is.
In question.
A clash of styles.
For sure.
A battle of wills.
Absolutely.
What do you think is going to happen?
Yeah.
We'd love to hear your predictions.
Let us know in the comments.
Yeah. Let us know.
See you next time.
All right. Ciao.